The island in Sons of the Forest is not only dangerous but vast as well. There's also myriad hills, mountains, and canopy cover, which makes navigating and finding hidden locations exceptionally challenging. To someone just starting the game, it might feel like the forest is only filled with, well, forest. However, tucked away are quite a few points of interest that don't show up on the GPS tracker. Let's take a gander at 10 important places that aren't marked on your GPS and see what unique items they hold. You will notice immediately that all of these locations are on the western side of the island. This is no coincidence, as nearly all the caves and points of interest that you will want to visit first are scattered on this half of the map. There might be some of you watching that aren't aware, but Sons of the Forest is in early access. As more patches release, the eastern half of the island will likely become more populated with diverse spots like these. Some locations have unique features, while others are generic camps that have important items at them. This is by no means an exhaustive list of every abandoned camp or spot with resources. That being said, it will give beginners a good idea of where to start building their inventory. Luckily, all of these spots are accessible as soon as you start the game. First up is the plane crash. This is one of the areas that you can actually see on your GPS tracker, which makes it much easier to find. You can make it out as a light green stretch in the southwest that must have been a runway, but is now just home to moose. There are some enemy camps around, so make like the tasty morsel that you are and skedaddle if any cannibals show up. When the coast is clear, there's a plethora of supply crates scattered along the runway for you to loot. After opening them all, you should have a decent amount of general supplies. If you're looking for some new digs, there's a leather jacket on the pilot's corpse. For the collectors out there, you will want to grab the Hollow Spring pamphlet on the plane's wing. You can't do anything with this piece of literature yet, but who knows, it might become more important in the future. Our second location is another aircraft on ground, but this time it's an Overgrown Helicopter. There are actually two helicopters, but this first one is on the forest floor right next to a small lake. It is a great spot to go to after getting the pistol from the life raft, because you can snatch up the silencer and the pistol rail. There's also valuable 9mm ammo. Mutants aren't scared of an empty gun after all. Let's finish off the aircraft and take a look at the second helicopter. This newer chopper is hidden quite well in a patch of trees. If you're on the path next to the big lake in the northwest, head a little more east and you'll find it in a grove. On a seat in the helicopter is the leather suit. You will not be able to wear this ensemble because it's tailored for mutants. Your three-legged companion Virginia, though, she'd be happy to take it off your hands. Further examining of the area will provide the player with a few explosive cases and 2 supply crates. Our next location is a tad more macabre. You'll start realizing that if you follow the trails on the map, you'll actually find a lot of random places with good resources. This is one of such places. The mass grave is at an intersection of trails in the northwest and has a plethora of open and closed coffins. For the closed ones, you will want to smash them open with a weapon like the tactical axe. Inside, helpful supplies abound like cash, rope, and cloth. There's even a new outfit hidden amongst the decaying corpses. The blazer gives you a professional appearance in case you want to look smart while fighting to survive another day. Since we're finished with aircraft, why not move on to seafaring vessels? Another out-of-the-way spot that you'll be happy to stumble upon is the beach kayaks along the northwest coast. Virginia might have once paddled these in the ocean because you will find another one of her outfits here, the camouflage suit. Additionally, you can grab another tool that will help you suss out other cool spots. The binoculars will be on the front nose of one of the kayaks. Don't forget to loot the crates and pick up the watches that are down by the water's edge. The next spot is also along the northern coast. By the big beach, there is a camp that has inflatable boats. Farther up the sandy slope, there are tents too. Players will rejoice in finding a number of good items here, like an upgrade to their utility knife, the machete, which is on one of the boats. Further investigation will yield not only a shotgun rail, but also some explosives and ammo. Continuing on, let's check out some abandoned camps. All of these camps will have EUC Night 5s at them, which are electronic unicycles that the player can use to travel quickly around the island, until you run out of batteries. The first camp is right next to the main river, heading west from the mountain, and should honestly be a player's first stop when starting a playthrough. This is where you can acquire the powerful modern axe. It is far superior to the tactical axe, both as a weapon and as a tree chopping tool. While the axe is the real prize here, don't forget to loot the explosives crate and the other supplies as well. Our second abandoned camp is close to the bunker with a 3D printer, which is a good place to print a flask if you don't have one. The camp itself is nestled on a small embankment by a lake and a stream. Similar to other locations, this camp offers supplies like watches, booze, and rope. However, the tool that you won't want to miss is the can opener. This can be used to open canned food, which will provide the player with cat food. We know it doesn't sound appetizing, but you'll find it to be a good source of non-perishable food for the harder, colder seasons. If you explore the southwest quadrant of the island, you'll see there's a series of 3 lakes. At the middle lake, you will discover a quaint camp next to a waterfall that would be picturesque if not for the corpses and coffins. Another resource-filled spot, items such as meds, coins, and general supply crates can be found around the tents. Yet more importantly, inside one of the tents, players can find a winter jacket, which provides huge buffs to the warmth stat. This makes the inevitable venture above the frost line more survivable. Our last, and probably least important location, is an abandoned camp in a thicket of trees in the very northwest part of the island. It makes our list out of sheer convenience because it houses a shotgun rail while also being a hop, skip, and jump away from where you get the shotgun after acquiring the shovel. And those are the important places not on your GPS. What do you think? Did you have any favorite spots that didn't make the list? Tell us about them in the comments. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next one.